Hamburgers, for most of us, means going to the local McDonald's, Wendy's, or whatever is the preferred fast food hamburger joint. How small does a community have to be not to have one? By chance, our dinky community does not, and we must drive a couple of miles to find a Sonic. White Castle was the first hamburger chain both in America or anywhere else. It started with Walter Anderson, a short order cook in Wichita, Kansas. Walt opened his first hamburger stand in 1916, selling a 1-inch thick square burger for a nickel, which was cheap and quick to cook. 3 more hamburger stands were soon opened, all carry-out. According to the local paper, that made him king of the hamburger. Walt wanted to expand, but lacked the capital. That meant he needed a partner, which was Billy Ingram, an estate agent with cash. Their 1921 partnership led to an improved model called White Castle, with locations imitating the Chicago Water Tower and painted white to represent cleanliness. They initially sold burgers, soft drinks, coffee, and pie. One method of increasing profits was vertical integration by establishing its own meat processing plant, paper supplies, and bun baking. White Castle expanded to new locations, including Omaha, Kansas City, and St. Louis. Then Anderson sold out to Ingram, who continued the expansion plans. Advertising increased, including the slogan, "Buy 'em by the sack." Ingram's system focused on efficiency and economy with the nickel burger, limited menu, and mass volume. The process was standardized and simplified with restaurants near busy locations like mass transit stops. There were 131 outlets by 1931. The system worked reasonably well during the Great Depression. Even in 1935, they were selling 40 million burgers a year. Other burger chains tried to rip off the name and building. The most successful was White Tower, using most of the White Castle techniques. Even the slogan was a knockoff, "Take home a bagful." Of course, White Castle sued and won, getting a bag full of money from White Tower. A&W Root Beer was started by Roy Allen in 1919 in California, then franchised the operation for a small licensing fee. Wimpy Grill started in 1934 after a cartoon character in the Popeye comic strip and featuring a large burger, the Wimpy Burger. There were more chains opening. The one I recall growing up in Southern California was Bob's Big Boy, the first restaurant I remember going to. It was created by Bob Williams in 1936 close to where we lived, Glendale, California. This was a good-sized burger with 2 beef patties, originally called the Fat Boy, then changed to Bob's Big Boy. Potatoes and other items were increasingly featured during World War II as meat was rationed. The favorite was French fries cooked in boiling fat. Fries became increasingly popular in the 1950s as technology made the fryers safer and easier to use. What could be better than a large burger and fries? The movement to the suburbs meant the burger joints in the inner cities had limited growth opportunities. There were new chains in the suburbs opening after World War II, like In-N-Out Burger, Whataburger, Wendy's, and Burger King. But the burger biggie was McDonald's, next time on Food History and Mystery.